Hi, I'm RK here, and today we're gonna go back to Unreal Engine 5.4 in the preview version. Last time we talked about a new texture graph, and today we're gonna jump into what's new in state trees. I know it's exciting subject, most popular on my channel, so let's dive into the topic and see what's new. In this version there is not actually too much new stuff, but the stuff that is new is very exciting, and it's a feature that I was waiting for from the beginning. I actually didn't think it will come that soon, but I very much welcome this function. Yeah, for our setup today, I made a new project. It's a fresh project called Testing 5.4. You can see some stuttering on the project. I'm trying to move around, but it's kind of like lagging a little bit. But I think it's the fault of 5.4 preview, because it had a lot of issue when I was testing. So it's just stuff to I guess bug fix, and it should be fine in the release version. In our project, I just made a new third-person template. This is just stock functions. Then I made a child blueprint called BPAI, and in the BPAI I just added a state tree. And this state tree is called STAI base. In the BPAI, I also added a variable called follow. So this will come in later. It will be a surprise mechanic that will be useful later, right? And yeah, this AI could follow us or not. And yeah, just added a nav mesh, place the AI on the level, and that's basically all the setup from the level design stuff. And yeah, let's go to state tree and actually see what's new. So the state tree I added to that character is called ST AI base, and let's go and see how it looks. So this is the AI base, and one thing new that you can see is the theme. So every state tree has now a theme. We can select a color for our state. We can make it blue, we can make it red, nice and red, and well, lovely. It's a very small feature, but a welcome one. And the actually big feature that I want to show you is linked assets. So as you can remember, until this point, if we wanted to make a big logic for our AI, we kinda had to either make a very long state tree or just cram it into separate tasks, and it's kinda complicated and not very modular. So it was kind of a pain in the ass to set up big logics. But now, with that new feature, we can now link to other assets, link to other state trees. So we basically can have just that one state tree that we link to our AI at the very beginning. And this state tree will check some conditions and just choose appropriate next state tree to use. So effectively, we can make a modular logic made of actually multiple state trees, and just link and jump from one to another and split our logic into multiple parts. So very lovely feature, I love it, and I prepared a little example on how this could be used, how we can set this up. And yeah, the basic logic that we can switch between is if the AI should just roam on the map, or it should follow the player. Of course, we can have much more states. We can have some attack states, patrol states. Maybe we can have some environmental variables. So lots of things are possible, but for this simple example, we just want to get that variable. Should that AI follow the player? If not, then don't follow the player. Just roam around. And how did I set this up? I basically just added two child states to root. In the first state, I added a enter condition, which is a bool compare. In the left, I just, well, of course, we have to select a context actor class first. In that, I selected my AI class, because in that class, we can have access to those variables. If we don't pick that class, then it's just not gonna be visible to us. So in that first state, we get that context actor class, and we pin it to the left. We basically can just get the context actor, find our variable, select follow, and in the right, well, if we don't want to follow, then we want to roam, right? So the right condition, right variable is false, and in the second state, we have the same thing, just right is true. And in root, well, the logic goes like we start from the root, we go to roam. If we can enter roam, then enter roam. If we don't, then go to follow. We can also have some kind of a task called evaluation maybe, and then perhaps that task, well, actually I could show you kind of. Let's make a new state tree task on new blueprint, but whatever. On enter state, we could just have request transition, state tree request transition, and yeah, just get that context actor, put that in input, so we can actually plug this in, so bind, mark it instance editable, and I always like to just mark those two, expose and spawn as well. And from that context actor, which is of course PPAI, we can just take the follow variable, then take the target state, make a select node, plug this in, make a new variable, call this if not follow, then roam, and here we won't follow, right? And just mark it. Don't pin it into input, because then you cannot select it, then you have to bind. And if we make a new state called eval, I can't write, then in task we can just pick our new blueprint and pick states we want to go to. Yeah, so there are multiple ways to do this, and I love how actually lovely this state tree is becoming. It's kind of a joy to work with now, if I may say it myself. But I am not using it because it's another task, and this is totally fine for more purpose. I kind of have to deal with the lag now for some reason. If you delete an asset, then the engine just kind of gets stuck for some reason. I don't know if you encounter this problem. If not, maybe it's just my PC, and this has nothing to do with the engine. But let's move on. In the roam, we just want to pick a type linked asset. Before we just had state, group linked, and subtree. Now we can actually have a linked asset. And in that linked asset, we can actually plug another state tree. And this another state tree for AI ROM is basically this. Go to random, wait, and when we wait, then go to AI base. So return to this state tree and try to select again what we want to do. We can actually change it and possibly just trigger a transition already from this state tree to other state tree specific state, perhaps. But this is a bit too complicated for this quick video about state tree updates. So I'm just, returning to base and select whatever you want. In here, we have a simple one task as well as in follow. The follow is also just follow player and return to AI base, but it is using the same STT. Well, should be using same STT. It's not, so just, well, it is the same state tree task, but the name didn't update for some reason, but it still worked. But I guess follow player is no random destination, and here we do have a random destination. And the one thing I wish they added, and they still didn't add it, is the ability to jump from this window straight to the state tree task editing tab. And please, Epic, if you're watching this video, please do add this feature. It's so simple. We have this in every other asset. Just make some option like go to asset or open in editor or whatever. It's annoying to just go and try to find the state tree task that we actually want to use and edit, right? So small rant from me, but please. And the move to task looks basically like this. So we have a print string that, well, it is running, and we have basically just simple AI move to. Destination is selected based on that random destination and target actor as well. So if we want to have a random location, so just make the AI roam and do stuff and maybe go here and there, it's not very predictable, then we unpin the player character from target actor and we make a random reachable point in radius and just use that. And if we want to follow the player, then we just zero the destination and pin the player character. Then we just finish task and let AI choose whatever it wants to do next. And yeah, that's basically it. And if we run the game now, we have follow through. Then the actor is actually following us. And if we mark follow to false, then it's just roaming around and minding its own business. So yeah, that would be it. I didn't see any other updates, any visible updates actually to stage 3. I kind of jumped around. I tried to see if maybe those functions are different, maybe something else we can set up. I tried to find new nodes, but unfortunately there is nothing there, and we still cannot set parameters from the blueprint. So this is still something I am waiting for. Please add this. But parameters, of course, are still usable between state trees. So if we, let's say, start from AI base, we have that linked asset, we can still pass those parameters. For example, we want to pass that follow variable, then we can just add a parameter. This doesn't work for some reason. Okay, dude. Maybe let's reopen. Okay, so parameters don't work. Please fix. But if it was working, then we could just in AI roam make a new parameter, rename it to follow, and just use that parameter, right? If it was bind to the input parameter of ST AI base, that's state 3, right? Okay, so that's everything that I had to share with you. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. And I got an error for some reason, failed to link, whatever. Preview versions have problems. That's something we have to live with. Yeah, write a comment down below if you like the new changes, and maybe write a lot of comments so Epic sees that video and adds proper features again. And give a like, give us up, and see you next time. See ya!